Mercurial Mercenaries, the Saturday show, vlog number 21. This is going to be a long one. If you're in the mood for a long one, who misses, then watch. If not, click on. I won't feel in any way devastated. I'm just in the process of uploading a review of an album by a band called Creeper. They're not from too far away from here, and so an English band, young band, gothic punk, and I've got to say it took a few listens, but it grew on me, and I like that because I've had albums in the past that have, the more I listen to them, the more I dislike them. So having something that grows on you in a positive way is good, and I liked it. I gave it at the end of the review, this is a bit of a spoiler, but I gave it at the end of the review, that. So if you're into horror punk, or into punk in general, to hear what's going on in 2017, give that a listen. Very good. I'll give them a round of applause, the young guys and lass. Give them a round of applause. For those of you who solely follow me on YouTube, just bear in mind there are other places that you can find out what I'm up to. Mainly Instagram and Facebook, occasionally Twitter. But I certainly suggest that you at least follow me on Instagram, because you'll see other little insights into what I'm up to. I throw little tidbits out there. If you're interested in the Mercurial number 6 in any way, give it a go. I'm trying to expand the experience. Expand the experience. It's so easy to be insular and contained within the YouTube bubble. But when you boil it down to its essence and you ask the question, who watches YouTube? If you're a YouTube person, or you watch the channels that tell you about how to become big on YouTube, you can be misguided into thinking that everyone out there, the population at large, is watching YouTube, and they're moving away from TV and they're all watching YouTube. That's not the case. Yeah, people are moving away from TV and they're watching Amazon or Netflix or HBO or whatever, but YouTube, just remember, we're in the YouTube bubble. I don't know anyone in real life who watches YouTube. There, I've said it. I don't know anyone, not a single person I can think of, no one who watches YouTube. What does that say? So what I'm saying is, what I would say to you is, I'm trying to expand the experience. There'll be people out there who look at a little bit of Instagram, do a bit of Facebook. Let's just, as far as the Mercurial number 6 is concerned, let's try a little bit more of that. Don't have to. You don't have to. This is just falling. Why is this falling? This thing is fucked. Absolutely fucking fucked. I wish it wouldn't fall. It's just... What the fuck is that all about? Is that screw on or not? Is that screw? What the fuck? No. Little bastard piece of shit. Well, that's really professional. Alright. So we're all in this YouTube bubble, and we've all got to be careful, because it could burst at any moment. I've discussed this before, and I'll discuss it again. What am I here for? I am primarily a musician, and I set the channel up to try and gain some people who are interested in what I had to say, so that I could then put my music forth. But bear in mind, I'm more about art in general, and I draw and I do film. You can call this film. It's filming. It's film. But also, one of the main things that I do in my life is photography. It's just all over the place. Just fucking hell, just. What's it doing? Just stay there, you little piece of shit. Sorry. I need to get a new... Basically, what happened was I've got this decent setup here, really. But this is going to sound stupid. This isn't really arty, so I'm going to let myself off here. But I screwed the thing the wrong way. And I thought I was unscrewing something, and I was actually screwing it up. So the thing that was clamped on, I was screwing it, snap! Then I thought, oh, I should have been doing it that way. Bit late then. So, anyway, the thing's just doing that. And I can tell, because I can see that picture just there. And I can tell it just keeps rising up in the frame. I'm watching it. Photography! I have ideas for this channel of other videos I could do. And I'd like to do some videos just showing you my photography. And I could do it in a fun way, because it would be a mercurial way. It wouldn't be a mundane way. It would be mercurial. And I try to put... If I do something mercurially, I try to put a spin on it that makes it more interesting. I tried it with my gaming playthroughs, but I do, even though I believe they were entertaining, and I believe if you had given them a chance, which you don't have to do, everyone only has limited time on this planet, I understand that, but I did put, I think, an entertaining spin on my playthroughs. Anyway, I think I could put an entertaining spin on you looking at my photographs, not sexual photographs. I'm talking about places and architecture and nature and things, but I can put an entertaining spin on them. I'm just checking up whether that picture's rising in the frame. If I keep looking up there, that's what I'm doing. Just you know, just keeping an eye on it. So basically what I'm saying here is, are you interested in seeing some mercurial photography? Just let me know down below. Now here's a really interesting, Mr. Interesting. Here's a really interesting and important one. The Mercury Music Prize 2017 happens soon, and the 12 album contenders are being released to the public. I think it's 27th of July, something like that, around that date. And last year, if you remember, I did a 13 video series about the Mercury Prize 2016 with Mr. Bill Ryan. And it was pretty, I thought it was the best series I ever did. And a few of you, only a few of you, only a select few of you, just checking it out, only a select few of you, but a few of you stayed on board for the ride. And I agree that that was quite... Some of you say that you haven't got time to watch Game of Thrones. You haven't got time to watch Breaking Bad. You haven't got time to be on Facebook. You haven't got time for this. You haven't got time for that. I understand you therefore definitely won't have time to watch 12 or 13 hours of content. But it's 12 or 13 hours of content devoted to new music. And come on, guys, it's so easy to rest on our laurels here. But this year, I wanted to listen to more new music. And you got to admit I'm trying. With Creeper and King Gizzard and all the things that I've been doing, and the MSG and a few of the album reviews at the beginning of the year. I've tried, and I am still doing it. And when you get to a certain age, if you can hand on heart saying that you're still trying to be current, you don't have to. You don't have to. And I can imagine in the comment section, certain ones of you are going to say, you don't have to do any of that Mercurial number 6. If I want to just listen to AC/DC and Pink Floyd, I can. Yes! Yes. But we could also, all of us together, listen to some new music. And these 12 albums will be in the people in charge, the people in charge of the thing, in their opinion, in their humble... That hair went straight in my eye then. You know when you can see a hair just floating around, and you think, that better not go in my eye, and then somehow it goes... Some people out there have selected these 12 albums as representing the best in British music. And together, we can listen to the alleged 12 best albums in Britain this year. And here's the thing. I've contacted Bill. Haven't heard back from him yet, but he's a very busy man this year. Very busy man. And no, let's be fair here. We're all busy. You're busy, all of you out there, in your own ways, doing your own things. Bill's busy. I'm busy. Let's not put myself down here. I'm busy. But there's the opportunity, at least, for... This is a biggie. There's the opportunity, at least, for me to throw this open to you guys. Do any of you want to get involved? Pending a reply from Mr. Ryan. Do any of you want to get involved in my Mercury Music Prize series this year? It's going to be bigger and better than last year's. Last year's, I've got to say, nearly killed me. In terms of the effort taken to edit those videos. By the end, I was getting pretty good at it. And if you watch the last few videos in the series, by the time we got to the likes of the 1975 and Savages, I was getting pretty slick. But still, it was a hell of an undertaking. And to do it this year, and to get it all done in time for the prize ceremony, I've got to be really on the ball. So what I'm putting out there, does anyone want to get involved? On the day that, like, well, tell me now if you want to get involved. And what I'll do is, like I say, pending a final bit of discussion with Bill. So this may or may not happen. But if it does happen, is there anyone out there who wants to put their... See? You can't... I don't know if you can tell. I can tell because I've got a grid. I've got a grid here on my video screen. But that bloody picture has risen up by that much in the frame. By that much. I'm watching it. It's crawling up. Yeah. It's got a little bit more. It's crawling up here. In a minute, the top of this will be touching the top of the frame. It's like a slug crawling up a wall. Is there anyone out there who wants to put their name in the hat and be involved? Just let me know. Private message me. Put your comment below, whatever. Let me know. And what will happen is I'll then know who wants to be involved. And on the day that it comes out, the list of 12, I'll just tell you which album you've got. And your task is quite simple. It's to listen to the bloody album that you get given. And then, look, it's gone up by that much now. See it? It's going to touch the top. Hang on. Little piece of shit. It's like fucking hit the reset. Yeah. Right. Hit the reset. Okay. I've hit the reset on that wandering bloody album. And I'll give you an album to listen to. You listen to it. We discuss a time when we can get together, preferably on Skype. Be prepared to video chat with me. So I'm readjusting my... Hang on. Cut this bit. No need to have adjustment of testicles on. Hopefully I edited that out. I hate it when I say edit this out. And I hate when I say edit this out and I leave it in. Then I look like a fool. Because I've got me adjusting my bollocks. Hang on. Be prepared to be on camera and speak to me. And be prepared to have me edit for comic effect. And be prepared to give me full artistic license in the editing. So basically, be prepared to let me be a dictator. But if you're prepared to do all that, and if Bill, depending on what Bill does or says, just anyway, that was a very long rambling way of me saying Does anybody out there want to be involved in a Mercury Music Prize 2017 this year, where each of you get to review an album with me? Do you or don't you? It might be a terrible idea, but the plan is to make it more extravagant than last year. Some of the videos last year got big views. The Bowie video got over 1,000. I think Skepta in the end nearly got 1,000 views. The 1975 got quite a lot of views. Of course, Bill Ryan reviewed the wrong album. So let's think, if you're worried about how good you could be, because Bill's a funny guy. Is it wandering? It's starting to wander. Bill's a funny guy. Very funny guy. And I think the series worked because he was a funny guy. So, what was I going to say? Where was I going with that one? But Bill still listened to the wrong album. That was quite a major flaw. Ground control to major flaw. Ground control to major flaw. So, how much worse than that can you be? If you at least listen to the right album, you've beaten Mr. Ryan. Anyway, let me know down below whether you think that's a good or a bad idea and whether you want to participate. It's wandering. Only a bit, but it's wandered. Scrolling down my Facebook feed a moment ago, and this Summer Nam thing, which I've so far avoided because I've unsubscribed from most of the guitar channels on YouTube, so I don't see it anymore. I saw the Jimi Hendrix Monterey Strat has just been announced at Summer Nam. Oh, I like the look of it. 800 quid. It's not that much in the scheme of life, the universe and everything, but I like the look of it. Look at it. Look at it. Points make prizes. I like the look of it. And I've never been, I'll say it now in case you haven't heard me say it before, I'm not a fan of the Fender Stratocaster. I must be one of the only people out there. Don't like it. Never owned one and never really wanted to own one, but I've seen it. But this guitar. I like the look of it. If I had only... oh, God. If I had 800 quid, I'd probably buy it. Yeah. I've had some discussions with some of you recently about Facebook, because I saw this guitar because of Facebook, and people are proud, like they wear like a badge. I'm not on Facebook. They say they're proud of it. I'm not on Facebook. I don't want to give my personal details away. I don't want to be bullied online. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want... Facebook, if you're on YouTube, Facebook's just the same as YouTube. You don't have to give away any personal information on Facebook. Any at all. You can sign up to Facebook with a different name. You can use a profile picture that's a pot noodle or a jar of Marmite. That could be your profile picture. You could call yourself Mr. Masseuse. Yeah? So I'm signed up to Facebook. I'm Mr. Masseuse. And my profile picture is... My profile picture could be... I'm trying to find something hysterically funny now to have as my profile picture. Of course, there's nothing around... I suppose I could do that. Hang on. I could make some sort of joke here. My profile picture could be an egg balanced on the top of a pen. Could be my profile. That could be this could be the picture. This could be the picture for this thumbnail for this episode. Hang on. This. Are you doing that? I'll see if I can set it up later and have that as the thumbnail. And then you'll look at it and go, what's he doing that for? And then you'll get to this. Anyone who gets to this point in this video, Yeah? Anyone who gets to this point in this video can just write the words. You can just write the words. Ooh. Just write the words. Shake, shake, shake. Bollocks. Shake. Shake my bollocks. Shake my bollocks. That's the title of the track that Covedo and Page wanted to call the first song on their album. Shake my bollocks. Just type shake my bollocks. Nothing more. And whether you want to be involved in the Mercury Music Prize. I've completely lost my train of thought. Totally. But there's just make sure your reasons for not using certain social media make sense, because the idea that signing up to Facebook will immediately mean some terrible event will happen in your life, when all it really is just another means to an end. And you can control everything with it. It's okay to not want to be on it. Just make sure your reasonings sound, because you're telling me about how you don't want to be on it by telling me on YouTube, which in many ways is worse than Facebook. Especially if you've got a channel, because I can't pretend. When I'm showing myself to the world like this, yeah, I can hide my name or whatever and call myself the Mercurial bloody number 6, but I certainly can't, and even that's rubbish because you could find my name out in 10 seconds, but I certainly can't make myself look like it's going to work. Shush. Oh, for fuck's sake. Over and out.